Okay, welcome to the introduction to virtual instrumentation. As we know, the role of virtual instrumentation is huge in the modern industrialization process. A lot of technological advancements made instrumentation more viable for efficiency and safety operations of the plant. So, in our first unit of virtual instrumentation, we will see the historical perspective, advantages of virtual instrumentation. So, the outcome of this lecture is the learner will be able to understand the historical perspective of virtual instrumentation and advantages of virtual instrument. So, what is the historical perspective of virtual instrumentation? That means, what is the evolution of the instrumentation process from scratch to the modern scenario? Here, it can be divided into four generations. So, the first generation is analog measurement devices. The second generation is data acquisition and processing devices. Digital processing based on general purpose computing platform, and the fourth generation is distributed virtual instrumentation. That means the evolution of virtual instrumentation has started from analog measurement devices to the modern digital virtual instrumentation processes. That means a lot of research has been done where a normal sensors are started in earlier generation, and today we are using intelligent sensors in current industrialization era. Similarly, the virtual instrumentation is a sophisticated mechanism or a process where measurement, monitoring and controlling of parameters is being done accurately and precisely. So it needs lot of accuracy. At the same time, it involves hardware and software parts. So if you see the historical perspective, in the historical perspective, the first generation is consisting of analog measurement instruments. The second generation will be data acquisition and processing devices. The third generation involves digital processing based on general purpose computing platforms. And the fourth generation is the most sophisticated one, which is referred as distributed virtual instrumentation process. So let us go through the each individual generation so that we can have a clarity on how the virtual instrumentation has been given more importance in the current scenario. So this is the first generation, which is referred as analog measurement devices. So as you see that analog measurement devices are nothing but consisting of analog instruments. The analog instrument is defined as the instrument whose output is the continuous function of time, and they have a constant relation to the inputs. The physical quantity like voltage, current, power, and energy are measured by using analog instruments. So, this is the first generation where the sensors used to take the input, and this input will be given to the analog measuring devices. Most of the analog instruments are used to be generally a pointer based or a dial indicating the parameter magnitude of the measured quantity. So this is how the primitive or the first generation analog measuring instruments used to measure the input parameter and how they are being displayed in the form of a pointer or in the form of a dial gauge. So as you see on the screen, there are different types of analog instruments, and this has a classification. Classification on the basis of measuring current, classification on the basis of methods you are using, and the classification on the basis of the reading you are getting on those analog instruments. If you take the classification on the basis of measuring current, you are using DC instruments, AC instruments, and the combination of AC and DC instruments. Classification on the basis of methods, you are having direct method and you are having comparative method or the comparison based method in measuring the analog parameters. The third classification is classification on the basis of the readings you are going to measure on the instruments. These are nothing but indicating instruments, recording instruments, and integrating instruments. Indicating instruments are further classified into electromechanical instruments and electronic instruments. That means, as you see, the broad picture is evident that analog instruments will be having analog values where the parameter will be sensed and it will be shown on the instrument in the form of a pointer, moving pointer, or on the dial gauge. So this is the first generation of the measurement of the parameters using analog instruments. That means we used to measure the parameters by using analog instruments, which are nothing but DC instruments or AC instruments, sometimes by using direct method or by using comparison method or by using indicating instruments or recording instruments. As a whole, all these instruments will show analog values in the form of a dial indicating the magnitude of the measured quantity or by using a pointer. So this is the first generation of the measuring instruments. That means these instruments are used to monitor, measure, and control the parameters in the process of the plants. So these are nothing but the instrumentation involved, the instruments which are of analog type. So these are classified as first generation measuring instruments. Now these devices were completely closed dedicated systems which included power supplies, sensors, translators, and displays. They required manual settings, presenting results on various counters and gauges. Performing complex or automated test procedures were very difficult by using analog instruments because they are only simple pointer type or dial based. So it is very difficult to perform complex procedures on those instruments. So later on, the technology has developed and it has led to modernization of those instruments, and this comes to the second generation of measuring instruments for measurement of parameters. So the second generation measuring instruments are referred as data acquisition and processing devices. Instruments incorporated control systems with relays, rate detectors, and integrators. Creation of proportional integral derivative control systems. These systems allowed greater flexibility of test procedures and automation of some of the phases of measuring process. That means the second generation evolved for developing efficient control systems, and they are used in the measuring the process of the parameters. Instrumentation involved with digital measured signals, which allowed digital signal processing of data and introduction of more complex control or analytical decisions took place in second generation instruments. However, real-time digital processing requirements were too high for any but onboard special purpose computer or digital signal processors are available in the case of second generation instruments. the instruments were still standalone and vendor defined boxes. That means in second generation we used to have vendor based instruments. That means they are designed for specific purposes and there are only standalone instruments which are used in measurement of parameters. So this is the second generation measuring instruments and they have some advantages. At the same time they still have the disadvantages where they cannot be incorporated with high accuracy and precision in real-time controlling operations. So later on, the third generation of measuring instruments were evolved and they are computer based instrumentation systems and they began to include interfaces that enabled communication between the instrument and the computer. That means in third generation, computer came into the process of the plant and the computers are connected to the instruments. That means the computer systems play a major role in the third generation instrumentation systems. So instrument control systems are connected with the computers in the third generation. So there is a communication between the instrument in the field and the computer. This took place in the third generation. This relation started with general purpose interface bus which was developed by Hewlett Packard company in 1960s and it was been referred as HPIB or an interface mechanism was being first introduced by HP company where the instrument is connected to the computer. This is a technological advancement or the technological development which took place in instrumentation sector. Initially computers were primarily used as offline instruments. General purpose computers from most manufacturers incorporated all hardware and much of the general software required by the instruments for their specific purposes. That means instruments and computers are connected with a communication bus and the instrument can communicate with the computer and that's how more advancements took place in the third generation of the instrumentation systems. So this led to modernization of the instruments interfacing with the computers. So this is all happened in the third generation. Now the fourth generation is a more advanced generation which is referred as distributed virtual instrumentation. Most instruments are already computerized. Advancement in telecommunication and network technologies made possible physical distribution of virtual instrument components into telemedical systems to provide medical information and services at a remote distance. The possible infrastructure for distributed virtual instrumentation includes the internet, private networks, and cellular networks where the interface between the components can be balanced for price and performance. That means in the fourth generation, the advanced technology brought the concept of networking, internet, and this enabled for measurement, monitoring, and control of various parameters inside the plant. So this led to a modern development and this is the most advanced instrumentation systems where internet plays a major role in this sector. Now coming to the what is the need for virtual instrumentation? Virtual instrumentation delivers instrumentation with rapid adaptability required for today's concept, product and process design, development and delivery. That means virtual instrumentation gives you the modern evolution of the process where the entire process of the plant will be in control and all the measurement of the parameters will take place without having any problems. Only with virtual instrumentation, engineers and scientists create user defined instruments required to keep up with the current demands. That means industry will have a lot of demands and these demands can be met with the development of virtual instrumentation. Because virtual instrumentation uses highly productive software, modular input and output, and commercial platforms, it is uniquely positioned to keep pace with the required new idea and product development rate. That means the virtual instrumentation will give you a hardware and software flexibility with the combination of platforms which is used to develop modern instrumentation methodologies for the measurement of parameters and the control of the plant by using hardware and software with the support of required instrumentation in the required sectors. Hence, virtual instrumentation plays a modern role or a major role in the current industrialization processes. So, as you see from the last slide, that instrumentation which involves virtual instruments will provide more performance. They provide platform independent natures. They are easily plug-in and networked hardware. They will decrease the cost of hardware and software, minimizing setup and configuration time cost, decrease in application software development time cost. So these are all the advantages of virtual instrumentation, and these advantages will give us more flexibility and adaptability in the process of the plant and helps us in measurement and controlling of the parameters without having any difficulty, without having any errors, with more speed. So in overall, we can say that a virtual instrument or a virtual instrumentation system is a software that is used by the user to develop a computerized test and measurement system for controlling an external measurement hardware device from a desktop computer and for displaying test or measurement data on panels in the computer screen. So we can say that a virtual instrumentation system is a software that is used by the user to develop a computerized test and measurement system for controlling an external measurement hardware device from a desktop computer and for displaying test or measurement data on panels in the computer screen. So this is how we can say that a virtual instrument is nothing but a software which is used to operate or control a measurement hardware device from a computer system. So this is nothing but the revelation which has been taken place in modern instrumentation systems. So the test and measurement data are collected by the external device interface with the desktop computer. Virtual instrumentation also extends to computer systems for controlling process based on the data collected and processed by a PC based instrumentation system. So this is nothing but a small example where virtual labs are established, a survey of LabVIEW based teaching or learning tools and for the future tense. This was the journal paper which was published in the year 2000 in the International Journal of Engineering Education. That means how client and server mechanisms are used with the help of the browser and how a virtual instrument plays a major role in providing learning tools for the modern education system. This is a small case study where the technology plays a major role. Now, these are some of the textbooks which are related to the virtual instrumentation. You can go through those textbooks. So these are some of the references from which we have taken this presentation. So thank you. So overall, in this session, we have learned what is the historical perspective of virtual instrumentation, what are the advantages of virtual instrumentation, and what exactly a virtual instrumentation system means. The next section will take another topic.